Imagine losing track of how many times you've been to the principal's office before you finish the 5th grade. Well, that's the reality for Alec. Hello, my name is Sam, and in this episode I will be doing a review of the book The Losers Club by Andrew Clements. The book The Losers Club is about a boy named Alec who is very intelligent and in the 6th grade. The only thing is Alex just can't put a good book down. After every day of school, Alex goes to the extended day program full of clubs. Alec did not seem interested in any of those clubs, so he decided to try and start his own one called the Losers Club, which is just a place where you go and sit down and read quietly. Every club must have a minimum of 2 members, so he let another 6th grader named Nina join his club. After a while, Nina and Alex became very good friends. Throughout the story, Alec and Nina run into some problems involving other clubs. Alec did not get along at all with one of the athletic game club members. This is a fiction book full of funny parts, drama, and some action. This book does not belong to any series. The Losers Club is a 227-page book recommended from grade 4s to probably grade 7. For me, it was a fairly easy read. The author, Andrew Clements, likes to write many funny books. One of the most famous books he wrote was Frindle. Go check out his other books as well. For a comedy book, I think it could have been a little bit funnier. In my personal experiences, I haven't read many books on the topics bullying, teasing, and labeling. For the most part, I thought this book was really good. The 3 main characters are Alec, Nina, and Kent. Alec has gotten teased all his life, so he resorts to reading where he feels connected. Nina also loves to read for fun, and she has no insecurities. Kent has a tough at-home situation, so he resorts to teasing to boost his self-esteem. The protagonist of this book is Alec, and the antagonist of this book is Alex's arch-nemesis since grade 2, Kent. Kent and Alec are very interesting characters because they're complete opposites, one being very sporty and the other being more of a bookworm. I also found both their lives and backstories quite interesting. I found both Kent and Alex were quite easy to picture in my head. In my opinion, both of those characters do act like real people. In fact, I can think of people pretty much like them. I really do relate to both of these characters in different ways. I relate to Alec a bit because I like to read certain kinds of books, and I relate to Kent because I love to play sports. Every character in my book is human. Alec and Kent always get into fights, and sometimes Nina has to get in the middle of it, which doesn't always go the way she had planned. All these characters are understandable. Kent loves to play sports. Both Alec and Nina love to read. Alec and Nina's characters are both very likable, but Kent, on the other hand, his character is sometimes quite mean, so he's difficult to like. My favorite character in the book, The Losers Club, would probably have to be Kent. Not because he's very nice all the time, but because he was funny and brought a lot of action into this book. Without Kent, I think this book would be very boring because Alec and Nina would run into no problems, and it would just be a very easygoing book with no action and less comedy. At the book's heart, The Losers Club is a convoluted, girl-liking, boy-fighting, teasing, labeling story of middle years kids. The book is definitely worth reading if you want some inspiration to get over bullying. You should also just read this book if you want a fun, easy read. This book is set in the world as we know it and has no elements of fantasy, so if you're looking for a fantasy book, this is not the book for you. In my opinion, this is one of the easiest books to picture in my mind. The setting was very clear. I knew exactly what was going on at all points during the book. I think Andrew Clements is a great author because he's very descriptive, so it is very easy to picture what is exactly going on in the book. I think other readers would very much enjoy this book because it would be really relatable for most people, and it has many different themes which many different people could enjoy. I like books that when I'm reading them I can almost see a movie going on through my head. This book was also very enjoyable because the combo of the 3 themes, drama, comedy, and action, are some of my favorite book themes. This is only the 2nd book I've read by Andrew Clements, and I very much like both of them. I'd like to continue reading all of his books. Personally, The Losers Club was my favorite out of the 2. I think Andrew Clements is a great writer. He has very good word choice and word placement. I love funny books, so at least for this book, I think Andrew Clements could have added more funny parts, or at least more action. Also, I never got lost in Andrew Clements' writing style. This book definitely did engage my emotions. I laughed quite a bit, and sometimes I felt quite bad for the situation Alec was in when he was being bullied. There are parts in this book that I just can't stop thinking about, like when Alex started to ignore all the mean words that Kent was calling him. I think the author achieved his goal very well. I don't think his intention was to make the book incredibly funny, but to have a lot of drama. If those were Andrew Clements' intentions, I feel like he accomplished them very well, because I certainly liked most parts of this book. To me, the book felt complete, but I think some parts could be taken out, such as all the boring, just reading at the table parts, and add even more arguments and action and drama. My two favorite parts of the book were the end of the story when the Losers Club gave their presentation about their club and the kickball bet game between Alec and Kent. The presentation was really good because it made me feel good throughout the whole presentation. The kickball bet game between Alec and Kent was fast-paced and action-packed. I think this is a book for all ages. It just depends what kind of book you like and at what age. I think you could still relate to this book even when you're 30 years old. Overall, I give this book 5 stars, not only because I love the story, but because it had a really good message, and I think most readers would very much enjoy this book. Thank you very much, Andrew Clements, for writing this amazing book for the whole entire world to enjoy.